Hi, and welcome back. I hope you're having a good day. And if it's your birthday, I want to wish you a happy birthday today. I hope you have a good one and had a good one. Anyways, I've got my rainbow fish earrings on, waiting to read a new story for you about the adventures of the rainbow fish. Now, this one is a board book, but you can take a test on this particular story as long as you check out the bigger book with actual paper pages in it. Again, this one is a board book for the little ones to hold, and they don't tear these particular pages because these pages are made of board. That's why they call this a board book. So after you've read this with me, and you want to take the test, I want you to go to the library. I want you to go purchase it and read the bigger storybook of Rainbow Fish Discovers the Deep Sea, and read it 3 times and have somebody ask you questions before you take that test. Now, let's read about Rainbow Fish when he goes to the deep blue sea. A long way out in the deep blue sea, Rainbow Fish and his friends played happily near an underwater canyon. Over the edge, the seabed dropped deep down. No one knew how far. "Ooh, I would love to know what's down there," said Rainbow Fish to the little blue fish. "If I were you, I'd stay up here," said the octopus. "I've heard that it's cold down there and dark and full of strange creatures, nothing like us." One day, a strong ocean current pulled Rainbow Fish's last sparkling silver scale right off. The scale drifted over the edge of the canyon wall and sank down and down and down into the darkness. The Rainbow Fish wanted to chase after it, but the little blue fish pulled him back. "No, Rainbow Fish," he cried. "Please don't go after it. There are strange creatures down there." "I'd like to meet them," said Rainbow Fish. Rainbow Fish is getting a little brave. "Oh dear," said the little blue fish. "Wait here, I'll get help." But Rainbow Fish couldn't wait. He dove down into the depths. He just had to find his scale. Soon it was so dark that Rainbow Fish could see nothing except a tiny sparkling speck getting smaller and smaller and smaller below him. Then suddenly it began to get light again. A glowing pink sea creature seemed to appear out of nowhere. "Hello," said the creature. "I'm a firefly squid. Who are you? What are you doing down here?" Rainbow Fish swam closer. "I'm Rainbow Fish," he said. "I lost my sparkling silver scale, and I came down here to find it." "You haven't seen it by any chance, have you?" "I'm afraid not, but I can help you look." So notice that the squid and cuttlefish are very similar. They're in the same family. But notice the difference between the squid and, let's pull the last page you saw, an octopus. Notice the difference between the two. Octopus has 8 arms, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 arms. And this one has 8 arms as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. However, the squid has webbed skin that's in between its arms. And if you remember one of the stories we talked about before, between the difference between a sea turtle and turtle, I was telling you about the webbed skin that's in between the toenails of the turtle. So Rainbow Fish and the firefly squid set off to find the lost scale. Along the way, they met 3 glowing jellyfish. "A sparkling silver scale?" said the jellyfish. "Oh, yes, one drifted by this way." So there are different types of jellyfish in the sea as well. Some are so colorful, have many different colors. Some actually light up, little sparkles of light, just like the squid had. And some are so see-through you wouldn't be able to know it was there unless you looked really, really, really close. Suddenly, their way was blocked by a wavy curtain of bluish green tendrils. "Watch out!" cried the squid. "Those are the poisonous tendrils of a siphophenophore." Rainbow Fish, he asked shyly, "Have you seen my sparkling silver scale?" The siphophenophore said, "Everything sparkles down here. How can I expect to spot a single sparkling scale?" "Don't feel bad," said the firefly squid. "He's just like that. Look, there's a sea slug. Maybe she's seen your scale." But the sea slug hadn't seen anything. "Sorry," she said. "I wish I could help, but I don't see very well." Rainbow Fish and the firefly squid swam down further until they reached the seabed. "My scale must be around here somewhere," said Rainbow Fish. But it was very dark at the bottom, and the squid's light was too weak to show much. "There's a Dumbo octopus," said the firefly squid. "Come on, I'm sure she'll help us." But the 3 of them still couldn't find the sparkling scales. "I know what to do," cried the Dumbo octopus. She covered Rainbow Fish in a shower of glitter so that he glistened like never before. "Thank you," said Rainbow Fish. "It's beautiful, truly, but I really want my own scale back." The firefly squid called to all the creatures of the deep sea. Together they lit up the seabed. "My scale!" cried Rainbow Fish, and everyone cheered. "Oh, thank you," Rainbow Fish told his new friends. Rainbow Fish swam up and up and up with a sparkling silver scale. The little blue fish and all his other friends asked, "Oh, was it scary? Were the creatures awful?" "No," said Rainbow Fish. "They were beautiful. They looked different, but they turned out to be wonderful friends, just like you." The end. So the deep sea and the ocean just in general, there are different layers of the ocean. You have the top ocean where you see like dolphins, and you might see some whales and shark and some schoolfish. Then you start going a little bit deeper and you start seeing some other creatures like an octopus, and you start seeing other creatures like that. And that's probably about where you see most of the creatures, is right about there. Okay? You see all the different types of fish, you see all different types of animals, and not at the top of the ocean, but like right a little bit below where there's coral. Okay? Because they all like to live around coral. That's where everybody likes to live. So you keep going deeper, and the deeper you go, so far there's less animals in the ocean. Okay, you keep going deeper and deeper and deeper, and then there's going to be less animals to see. But the further you go down, the darker it gets. It's because the light, which is the sun, at the top of the ocean, it's very bright and you can see everything. But the sun can't beat its rays through the water but so much. So it can't get way, way, way down. And I'm talking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and sometimes even thousands of feet. It can't penetrate that deep, excuse me, through the water. So there you'll find some other creatures as well that you won't necessarily see up here on that one particular part of the layers of ocean that you see most of the sea creatures. But those are very interesting creatures because they really soak in the light that is barely there, and they produce their own photosynthesis, which shows you throughout the story once he got to the deep that all of them had different types of light showing on them. So that way it helps them to either protect themselves or kind of help some of them see. But they don't like the really deep blue sea creatures. They don't like to go up until where all the other creatures are, where there is coral and things like that. It's too bright for them. They're so used to being in the dark. It's kind of like when you wake up in the middle of the night and you have to go use the restroom, and it's so dark, and then you turn the light on and you're like, oh, it's so bright. That's how these particular sea creatures in the deep, deep, deep blue sea are. They can't handle the brightness. They can't adjust their eyes to the brightness. So I hope you like this, and you can take the test on the actual bigger book, I would suggest. And it is a 3.1 book, the bigger book. And there are lots more books about deep sea creatures for you to check out or purchase. I hope you liked this video about the book that Marcus Pfister has written and has illustrated about the deep blue sea with the rainbow fish. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.